Commander Zexith clicked his mandibles in satisfaction as the sensor readings confirmed what every civilized species in the galaxy already knew. Humans were nothing more than soft, pink prey animals that had somehow stumbled into space travel. Their homeworld, Terra, showed all the classic signs of a prey species: moderate gravity, breathable atmosphere, and most tellingly, their eyes positioned on the front of their skulls rather than the sides, like proper prey should have. The Velkari. Hunter fleet had been tracking this particular human vessel for 3 standard cycles, watching as it limped through space on primitive fusion drives. The ship's distress beacon had been broadcasting for days, a pathetic cry for help that no one in the galaxy would answer. After all, who would risk their lives for prey? "Prey leader, the humans have dropped out of FTL," reported his tactical officer, using the standard galactic term for human commanders. "Their engines appear to be failing." Zexth's 4 eyes gleamed with predatory hunger. The Velkari had evolved from apex predators on their homeworld, and hunting was not just their profession, it was their nature. Their reputation for taking human slaves had spread throughout the galaxy, and their ships were feared wherever soft-skinned species traveled. "Excellent," signaled the pack. "We move in for the kill." The human vessel Defiance drifted helplessly as the 6 Velkari hunter ships emerged from hyperspace around it. Each ship was 3 times larger than the human craft, bristling with plasma cannons and boarding pods. This would be a quick hunt. "This is Commander Sarah Chen of the Terran." "Colonial Navy," came a transmission from the human ship. "We are experiencing engine failure and request assistance under galactic salvage protocols." Zexith laughed, a sound like grinding metal. "Protocols? You speak of protocols, little prey? The only protocol here is the law of the hunt." He opened a channel to his fleet. "All ships, prepare boarding parties. I want the humans taken alive. They fetch better prices in the slave markets when they're unbroken." What happened next would be discussed in hushed whispers across the galaxy for generations to come. The human ship's distress beacon suddenly cut off, and every passive sensor reading changed. The Defiance wasn't limping anymore. It was prowling. Hidden weapon ports slid open along its hull, revealing arrays of kinetic cannons that shouldn't have been possible on a ship that size. More disturbing still, additional ships began dropping out of hyperspace. Not the ramshackle human transports everyone expected, but sleek, predatory vessels that moved with deadly precision. "Impossible," Zexth hissed. "Our intelligence said humans only had 1 ship in this sector." Commander Chen's voice came through the comm again, but this time there was something in her tone that made Zexith's instincts scream danger. "You know, Commander Zexith, we've been watching your little hunting party for weeks. Did you really think we didn't know you were following us?" The tactical display showed 12 human warships now surrounding the Velkari fleet. Where had they come from? How had they remained hidden? "Your species has been enslaving humans for 30 years, Chen continued, her voice growing colder. "Taking our people from frontier colonies, selling them like cattle. The galaxy thinks we're prey. Because we look soft? Because we don't have claws or natural armor? But you made one critical error in your assessment." The human ships began moving, and Zexith realized with growing horror that they weren't just technologically superior. They were moving in perfect coordination, like a pack of predators who had hunted together for years. "You see, Commander, humans aren't prey. We're persistence hunters. We're the species that chased our food across continents until it collapsed from exhaustion. We're the apex predator of a death world that tried to kill us with everything from ice ages to volcanic eruptions, and we survived it all. We didn't develop claws because we made them. We didn't grow armor because we forged it. The first human. Torpedo struck Zexith's flagship, and the shields didn't just collapse. They were torn apart by some kind of exotic matter warhead that seemed to ignore conventional defensive systems. The ship shuddered, and emergency klaxons began wailing. But most importantly, Chen's voice cut through the chaos, we're the species that learn to work together. While you hunt in packs of 6, we coordinate fleets of thousands. While you enslave the weak, we protect them. And when you threaten our people, the Defiance opened fire with its concealed weapons, and Zexith watched in disbelief as his hunter-killer was methodically taken apart by technology he couldn't understand. Around him, his pack was being systematically destroyed by an enemy that fought with a coordination and ruthlessness that defied everything the galaxy thought it knew about humans. We become the monster you should have feared all along. Zexith's ship was the last to fall. As his life support failed and his bridge filled with toxic smoke, he managed to send one final transmission to the Velkari homeworld. A warning that would change everything. Humans are not prey. Humans are something far worse. They are predators who pretend to be prey until it's too late to run. The message reached Velkari space 3 days later, but by then, human fleets were already striking slave markets across the galaxy. The Great Liberation had begun, and the galaxy was about to learn that when humans said never again, they meant it. The rescue ships that arrived to collect the survivors found only empty Velkari vessels and a message broadcast on all frequencies. To any species that has taken humans as slaves, you have 7 standard days to return them unharmed. After that, we stop being civilized. The galaxy had spent 3 decades learning to fear the Velkari. It would take only 7 days to learn that humans were something far more terrifying, a prey species that had decided to stop running.